One of my most memorable trips was my visit to Cambodia some years ago. It is a magnificent place, and as always I shared in the wonderful delicacies of the kitchen, eating the things the local people eat, such as red ants and beetles and crickets and frogs and wonderful fried tarantulas. The natural beauty of the land is magnificent. In the cities and in the countryside, one sees so many young Buddhist monks and nuns in their saffron robes. Of course, the fascinating ancient temples were the real reason for my visit. But the most glorious thing I saw over there was in the faces of the people themselves. They all have a wonderful smile on their face, a smile which reflects a heaven on earth, or at least a vision of heaven within themselves. That country has been through so much in our lifetime. It has had its own share of hell. Even for the 20th century, which was a time of tremendous hells for many peoples, the hell inflicted on Cambodia was a particularly brutal one, a hell which began in March of 1969, when the United States began a secret 4-year bombing campaign against this impoverished country with whom we were not at war. This was the largest bombing campaign in all of human history. More bombs were dropped in Cambodia during those 4 years than were dropped on Japan during all of World War II. We did not accomplish our goal of destroying what we meant to destroy, but we did manage to kill over 600,000 peasant farmers in this tiny country. This drove the people of the country into the hands of a small radical revolutionary group called the Khmer Rouge, which took over the country for the next 3 years and 8 months, during which time they inflicted true hell on this people. I visited many places of suffering, and in speaking with people, heard so many stories of the unbelievable atrocities. The Khmer Rouge had sought to create a utopia, and as always with those who seek to create a heaven on earth without God, they instead succeeded in creating a hell on earth. I visited the headquarters of the Buddhist monks in Cambodia and saw the statue of the patriarch of Buddhism, who at age 84 was slaughtered by the Khmer Rouge. Within the first 3 days of their takeover, they evacuated the entire capital city of Phnom Penh, all 2 million people, forcing everyone out into the countryside to a life of slave labor. Families were separated from one another. I visited the killing fields where so many people were slaughtered and saw the mountains of skulls found in the mass graves there. I saw the trees where the babies' brains were dashed out. In the 3 years and 8 months of this regime, of a country of 8 million people, over 3 million were murdered. A true hell on earth. I was amazed that in a land that has seen so much suffering, the people can have such heavenly smiles on their faces. Walking along a lake shore, I asked one of my new Cambodian friends how it was possible for their faces to radiate this inner happiness after having gone through so much. He broke off a branch from a tree, tossed it into the lake, looked at me with the wise smile of the Buddha, and said, "Even a broken branch floats. Probably not many of us will ever experience the hell that these people experienced here on earth. But each of us is a broken person, each in our own way. Each of us is a broken branch. At times we find our lives to be not only broken, but completely shattered. How marvelous to be given a wondrous water on which we too can float. Let us today celebrate that water of life that carries us through on the gentle hands of God, no matter how broken, no matter how shattered our lives may be. Upon such waters, upon such hands, even a broken branch floats.